So as I said before, we are going to be interviewing the man behind Lads, Engineer Maposa, and I have found him in the building. Engineer, I need you to explain what is LAD to the people.
Thank you. LADS is an acronym for Local Authority Digital Systems, but the S we are going to change it to solutions because we are now offering not just systems, but even solutions that are outside the technology. Because we are also training people on how to use computers and also to increase their awareness of ICT. Yep.
Can you please explain some of the solutions or digital toys that you have here with me?
All right. So this is a digital brochure. It's replacing the normal brochures. So yeah,
Brochure.
it's a brochure.
Ah,
So
do you
if the moment you open, it start playing a video, whatever you want to put in it. Yeah, you can put.
What activates it to start playing the moment you open?
Yeah, they haven't been taken. The only constant in life is change. So you have to move with times. So the designers of the brochures can now move into motion videos and produce videos, and even the design the covers. So I don't think they will be outdated.
What other things have you so far invented in this LAD system?
All right, the biggest is our ERP, which is called LADS. It has got 34 modules. So the modules, they span from financial and asset management, the billing, your receipting, your supply chain management, your debt management as well. And also we have got the housing and land management. I'm pretty sure I've had issues around land within our councils. So we have digitized the operations that are okay in the housing department, in social services as well. We also have the engineering and technical services modules, the likes of your water meter reading, building inspections, your markets management, etc. Yes, so though in brief, that's the ERP. We also have a parking system that we call InstiPark. It's now operational in 7 councils, the likes of Chinoi municipality, Mtare, Karoi, Pindura. Soon we'll be going to Mashingo with the parking. We also have what we call the markets management. We call it IMSIC. Our economy is informal. 90% plus of our economy is informal. So we are trying to, help councils to formalize the informal sector. So our chatbot, we have a WhatsApp chatbot, is contrary to how other parking systems work, whereby you have to look for the parking marshal. Ours, we just type hi on a certain number, and then you top it up. You can buy your token through WhatsApp, and you won't be claimed, even if you don't see the parking marshal. Even if you are in a meeting, you can actually top it up through your phone.
It notifies you in some way.
It notifies you through the WhatsApp as well, without actually going back to the parking marshal and looking for them.
You save a lot of trouble that's going on with the parking marshals and everything and activities, and we would mention a lot of violence that's happening. But this would be a good system for us. Actually, it would quite cap a lot.
I was a victim at some point. That's what motivated us to actually.
I was going to ask your motivation, but it's fine.
Yeah, I was once claimed, unfairly, in somewhere. I won't mention the city, but it didn't pain well with me.
So you decided that I just need to.
Necessity is the mother of invention. The pain motivated us to innovate.
So, anyways, towards the society, how much is it, this system and everything that you have here, that you're creating in LADS, impacting in the society?
The impact is huge. It's huge. I will tell you about we have what we call budget consultation. When councils are crafting budgets, they need to consult the public. Previously, they would go to meet the people physically. But now through our apps, our chatbot, people can actually do budget consultation from home without actually going. They can contribute through citizen engagement. We have increased citizen engagement. The people can air their views, and we have another module we call the CRM, Customer Relationship Management. It's doing pretty well in Tare City. The residents can just report through WhatsApp.
Nice.
You get it? They can report a sewer-based any issue. You get it? And it's received in real time at council, and a ticket number will be created, and the complainant can actually track the query until it's resolved.
Quite well. The interest of people is taken into account. That is very nice.
Yeah.
We've mentioned much of the pros, but we need to go to the cons now. We know the systems, and everybody knows this. Even laymen would understand that if you are using a system that needs computer, it's prone to be hacked. So what sort of challenges are you facing through all those situations, knowing that there is hacks, there's privacy policies, and a lot?
Okay. All right. No system is 100% foolproof, but we have tried to make it very difficult for any hacker to hack our system. I'm not going to say how, because we'll conscientize the hackers. But we have implemented some encryption algorithms there, and there is a principle that is called principle of least authority that we have implemented when we're developing the system. For example, we only give access.
The Pro Vice Chancellor of the Harare Institute of Technology, Dr. Engineer Talon Garikai. Welcome back to this segment of Tech Talk, your program of technology news, innovators, and expertise in the world of technology. I am your host, Jabulani Tulani Kumalo, again, still with you on this program. And speaking of innovators, we have Dr. Engineer in Technology, Dr. Garikai. Welcome, Doctor.
Nice meeting you.
Please, would you briefly introduce yourself to the viewers who don't know you?
Yes, my name is Dr. Engineer Talon Garikai, and I'm responsible for research, innovation, and commercialization at the Harare Institute of Technology as the Pro Vice Chancellor. That's my portfolio.
No, thank you very much, Doctor. Doctor, we want you to briefly explain to the viewer what Harare Institute of Technology is and what sort of marks does it have in the world of technology.
Thank you. Harare Institute of Technology has got a single mandate, which is to develop, incubate, commercialize, and transfer technology. So as you can see from our mandate, we have to use our students as tools of trade, meaning that we look for problems within our society and we try to solve them using our students. And at the end of the day, with this project-based learning system, where we start our projects from second year, third year, and final year as our capstone, our students are able to polish their skills in problem identification, methodologies in terms of solving challenges, and also issues to do with prototyping and commercialization of products.
Would you further explain the aspect of commercialization?
Yes, commercialization is very key because, as you are well aware, we are living in the era of Education 5.0, where we are talking about issues to do industrialization, innovation, research, playing a major role besides teaching and community service. So when we talk about commercialization, we are saying we've got the research outputs that are coming from students within the curricula. That means final year students will do their projects, which we call capstone year projects at Harare Institute of Technology. From those projects, what we simply do is we try to scavenge for information and technologies and any insights that can lead us to be able to develop products that can go to market. What we are trying to move away from is a scenario whereby we are just producing bar charts, pie charts, and conclusions. to a situation where we are able to say, okay, we've seen that if you mix manganese and phosphorus, you produce this. You have seen that you have mixed lithium and iron and phosphorus, you can produce a lithium battery. So let's go ahead and actually design and prototype a battery. After designing and prototyping a battery and testing it, we then move into a phase to say, let's do market analysis based on the product to say, is the market ready for the product? And our market is generally our society first. And from there we can say, okay, what can we benchmark in terms of the existing products? We can see the value of our product and how best we can penetrate the market. And ultimately, we establish what we call startup companies around those products. And we have more than 15 companies as we speak as a university. And we are generating enough income to sustain the institute and also to make our mark when it comes to commercialization issues.
As the world is evolving, Doctor, what can we expect in terms of innovation in this institution?
We are working around the clock at the moment. So the short term, we are producing our lithium battery, and then we'll move on to the hydrogen economy. I'm calling it a hydrogen economy because you have hydrogen, which is powering power station, hydrogen for vehicles, hydrogen. So it's an economy based on what? On hydrogen. So hydrogen economy is our long-term vision. In the health sector, we are pushing to say every surgical instrument is supposed to be manufactured by heat. All beds, all tables, incubation, everything within the hospital should come from that, this institute, what we call biomedical devices. Then we are saying much of the consumables, all plastics, all injections are supposed to be manufactured by heat. That is what we are going to do and achieve by 2025. This is not a dream, this is not a plan, this is what we are doing.
Are there any notable innovations that came from it that are out there, Doctor?
Relaxedly, I can tell you 2 to 3 past success stories when it comes to these technologies. There was fuel hoarding in Zimbabwe. And then we developed a technology that enables to aggregate fuel reserves from 50 stations. And you could tell them that fuel at safe station A has water. Kindly stop the white. And we were seated in this office. And we gave the mobile application and it improves the... And just 3 or so weeks after that, people realized that I cannot hide the fuel in Zimbabwe. I think you've heard as we were growing up, the pensioners are taking time to get money. They are queuing, they don't have their money. They don't know how their money, the pension system was not working perfectly. We then jumped in and say, okay, what's the problem here? We are hearing that there's a challenge with pensions. Then we smoothen the pension system. The university is responsible for maintenance and running of that, the pension systems. And we are improving it each and every now and then. If you have ever parked in Mutare, the money that you are paying is going through it. If you have parked in Bindura, Chinoi, it's going through what? It. If you are paying any bill in any RDC now, it's it, which is managed, who is managed to enable you to do that. When SAP pulled out of Zimbabwe, it stepped in. Every organization, including MMCZ and others, all minerals are managed through what? That's another innovation. That was another technology. So if you look at that, those are problems that within our societies that we are what? We are resolving. However, once we were successful by solving one problem, we then say, okay, this is a fuel management system that we've done for the government. Let's export it to Botswana. We've exported it to 3 companies in Botswana that we are actually billing for using the system. That's the impact that we're talking about. We don't survive through fees. We survive through commercialization of our ideas. We manufacture transformers. We supply them. And if you can imagine how many transformers are needed, and we are in continuous supply, US dollars that will be coming.
So we want to know how far do you rate your institute towards Vision 2030?
When it comes to supporting government programs, we are leading. We are the only institute, and we are the only people in the only country with a technology where our transport system does not need internet connectivity. Right now, if you want to travel with a Zupco from Harare to Gweru, what we call intercity, you are going to realize that they are going to issue you a ticket without code, while the machine is in airplane mode. But while we are seated here, we will know that that person is paid $100 and is traveling from this point into this point. And if that fare is less than what is required, the system will be able to use artificial intelligence and categorize that automated analysis. Because it was an improvement from that stage. Now we are at a stage where we are improving our technology, and that's our niche. So I can safely say we've been participating very well. Coming on to NDS 1, which is where now there were 14 pillars now. We are human capital development. We are channeling out, I think, best of the best, and so on. So at the end of the day, you are going to realize that the institute itself is overwhelmed with the needs from the country. Yet we are very small. Our major challenge basically is the infrastructure. To say we cannot house additional programs and students, but we are very grateful with the government is building what we call a laboratory plaza here, and it's a 5-story building of labs. And I can tell you that we are the MIT of Zimbabwe.
Thank you so much for being with us at the program. So, and thank you guys, viewers there at home. Thank you so much. Please do not forget to leave a comment in the comment section in our social media platforms at ZBC News Online. From me, JTK Jabulani Tulani Kumalo, it's bye-bye.